restaurant was in front of like an hourly rate motel.
Nice.
And like one of my jobs
This could get real sad.
To shoo hookers out of the parking lot. Like,
really? How old are you?
12.
And you're shooing hookers?
My dad was just like, get out there, kid.
What would you use, a broom?
I would just be like, guys, you just go over there. Like, just go by the door over there. Like, I was like, and I knew the manager's name was Terry. I was like, Terry doesn't give a shit. Like, just go over there.
Early
Back
2000s. The first time I touched fake boobs was maybe 03, 04.
I was young when I touched fake boobs for the first time because it was my dad's restaurant was in front of like an hourly rate motel.
Nice.
And like one of my jobs
This could get real sad.
To shoo hookers out of the parking lot. Like,
really? How old are you?
12.
And you're shooing hookers?
My dad was just like, get out there, kid.
What would you use, a broom?
I would just be like, guys, you just go over there. Like, just go by the door over there. Like, I was like, and I knew the manager's name was Terry. I was like, Terry doesn't give a shit. Like, just go over there.
The thought of,
shout out Windjammer Motor Inn.
The thought of one hooker having her lowest moment as a 12-year-old going, what are you doing?
Come on.
And she goes, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I got a kid this age.
Like,
and I'm blowing guys for 20 a pop.
So yeah, like in between like washing giant amounts of dishes, I would get shooed outside to kick hookers out of the parking lot. He's like, and he's just like, they listen to you. You're a kid.
Yeah.
Like it was just like this.
The innocence of from the mouth of babes.
Well, because my dad also, when my mom first kicked him out, he lived in that motel, so it was like I was like desensitized.
Oh.
I remember seeing girls that would show up first and how hot they were, and then like a month later being like, ew, I was jerking off to that lady.
That's crazy,
like, dude. And it's like the fake tit was like this lady came by, and you could tell she started smoking crack while married. She showed up with all of her jewelry and a coat, but crack mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, the pinched in, not like bad teeth, but like the pinched in, wrinkledy.
Yeah, it's where their lips disappear and everything fucking kind of collapses.
And she goes, I'd rather do this than sell any of my stuff, da-da-da. She goes, and also these, and she kept pulling her tits out, and they were just like, the ripples on the side. She was like older at that point, and she was like, you want to touch them? And I probably touched one real boob at that point in my life, and I was like, yeah, let's see what this is all about.
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh.
It was old school. Now they're great because they go under the muscle and they feel real. But the first time I remember touching a fake boob.
It's like when you pull a koosh ball that was like with the swish in the middle out from under the couch after 6 months. You know what I mean? It's gotten like scale somehow.
You go, how is this thing hard? What is this made of? But I remember the first time I touched a fake boob, like maybe, I think like 03, 04. It reminded me of one time when I was visiting my dad in San Francisco. He lived with my grandma, and she had a bowl of wax fruit. I didn't know what wax fruit was. So I go, this apple looks fresh. Just grabbed it, went, and I was like, like the bite in, and you're like, what the fuck? That was how I felt when I grabbed it, where I go, boobs are supposed to move. Titties are supposed to jiggle.
It's a shake, right?
Yeah, and you just grab it, and it was like firm as fuck.
Aggressive.
He was like, fucking grab me. And it was a girl that worked probably at TD's.
Okay.
She lives in my apartment complex. Shout out Erica. Hope she's safe. But she had ripples on the side because you could see the bag.
Yeah,
she was a skinny girl, but she had like the ones that were like over here. And she just lived in my apartment complex and would come by and get drunk and hang out. Let me grab on her boob one time. And I was like, this is sick. But I remember grabbing it being like, whoa. But then like looking gay because I was like,
like
stripping.
Especially back then when it was like now it's like you kind of see 20-year-olds with fake tits because it's like so much more common.
They're doing OnlyFans. They're doing fucking that kind of shit. Back then, when you saw it, you were like, damn. It was like when a kid skipped a grade. You were like, damn, you're mature.
Yeah.
You got fake titties and you're 20. I liked her, and this is, most comics will always admit, a lot of comics fell in love with sluts growing up. Like, that's a common thing.
Sluts are awesome.
Yeah, they're the best. But I remember I had this patio. When I worked Tucson, when I did, shout out to Rialto, Sagalo and I were driving around, and I showed him where I lived in this apartment complex. Okay. And I showed him where I lived, and I told him the story about, there used to be like, the tree would like go in front of my porch and be outside smoking cigarettes. And I liked that girl. And she came home in the strip club limo, like the strip club limo, like brought her to the, like the alcove where all the parking lot was. And she got out of the limo, and I heard.
She got out of the front seat?
No, back seat. I was smoking a cigarette.
She got out of the front seat. Now you're like, oh, she was just blowing that dude.
Yeah. But at the time, I was 19 or 20, and I was still like, yeah, I know she strips, but she's really cute, and we have fun when we hang out together. And she got out. Oh, dude, she got out of the limo, and I was like, you couldn't. It was night, and the tree was like mostly in front of and I was like, is that who I think it is? I was like doing that thing, and she gets out, and I just hear I don't know from where, just a dude's voice go, hey, and she goes, hey, what are you guys doing? And like, we're just drinking, we're hanging out drinking. And she's like, and then I see the door open to the apartment, her going, and the door shut, and I was like, damn, that first feeling of like, I think I'm a loser.
Yeah.
You go,
That'll
like,
happen. I've been there.
Yeah. That first feeling when you go, am I the sucker?
Yeah. What's a great freeing feeling is if you're still banging that chick and you know she's a whore, but then you realize it and then you're like, wait, I can bang other chicks. So now I just have this.
Very true.
And now I don't have to worry about the other girl making me feel bad because I could just slide into this to feel better because I'm a dark alcoholic at this point in my life.
Same.
Yeah.
I also wasn't getting a lot. So I was going so my thinking was like, at least you're getting some.
Yeah.
Like
that's also fine.
You just go, you just can't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
But the sensitive boy in me was going like,
yeah, it still hurts.
It
still hurts.
You can't, and also trying to like act cool, like, I don't even give a fuck about that shit. And you're like, I gave so much of a fuck when I was 20 years old. I was like, that really hurts. I thought we had a very fun
when I was in my like early 20s, I would get like, it's so funny because like, and then I got so desensitized by it. I got so desensitized to it. And then I was just like kind of fucking a lot.
Yeah.
And then it was like funny, like I got my chick now. And then like the first couple years we were together, we broke up so many times.
Why? Because
she would just break up with me.
Back.
This was first of all, it was a different chick who like went to study abroad. And I was just like, she had stopped banging me. And that was when I was fat. And I was just like, and I was also like eating too much Xanax and shit. I was like depressed. And I just like stopped doing that and I felt better. And I was like, oh, I'm going to run in the morning. Then I'm going to play handball in the afternoon. Then I'm going to go to the gym at night. And that was the first time I got jacked.
Yeah.
And then like all these girls that were like, you're like a brother to me. It's like, you're already there. But now all of a sudden you don't see them for a couple months because you're busy getting jacked. And you show up and they're just like, and they're drunk. And you're just like, oh, what's up? And they're like, what is this? And then you're just like, boom. Like, they're like, this is almost, they're like, I'm not even going to count this as a number because I should have just fucked you 2 years ago.
Chris, you son of a bitch. I think you just cracked the code for incels.
Yeah. Go away and get jacked. Just go away and get, like, don't talk to them.
The first time you get into shape and you see the reaction on a woman's face that you're in shape, you're like,
why wasn't I doing this the whole time?
I should have just been doing a lot of cardio.
Yeah, like what?
I should have just been doing this the whole fucking time.
You can get a set of cheap weights for $40 and just do curls.
You can also do those like park workouts. Like, dude, there's guys doing pull-ups on fucking scaffolding.
Yeah.
You can get it done.
Yeah.
But you really do. When you like commit yourself and do it and they go like, oh, it turns out improvement was the way to get.
But I think it has to be that stark contrast. You have to just be like busy or not return their calls and then just show up at a party.
Yeah.
And then they're like, then they're always
they can't watch the progress happen.
Yeah, no, because then it's just gradual. Like you got to like show up.
Yeah, you need to give them whiplash.
Yeah, you got to fucking she's all that. Take off the glasses and overalls with the hair out.
But you got to do the shirt pull from the back. And pull it off. Where they go, oh my god. Before I used to have a joke about that where I used to take my shirt off like this, one arm at a time, and be like, don't look at my.
Like the way a girl takes a bra off under her shirt.
Yeah, that's how. Because I got to get back into shape. Because that's how I've been taking my shirt off around Katie. Is I've been like, don't look at me. This fucking holiday season was horrible. I ate like a goddamn animal. But yeah, I think that you just solve the cure. You just have the cure for incels.
Yeah. Well, especially if you like are around chicks. Like, summer vacation's coming. Just go get jacked.
Man, if you're younger and you're watching this and you have a girl that you like, that you have a good connection with, but it's not romantic, pull back.
Hey, by the way, just the ignoring her will add to it.
Pull back. Get jacked.
Yeah. I'm not saying like be a dick and ignore her, but just don't make as much time.
Don't make as much time. Fill the time that you would have for her with the gym.
Yeah.
And then you got spring break coming up.
Now you're smashing.
Well, make it happen properly. Go to spring break with them. Show up jacked.
Bring drugs.
Dude, the pussy at a bowling alley is always like, woof. That's where my dad would pick up.
They're all named Shirley somehow.
Cheryl. Yeah. It was always a version of Cheryl. It was always a version of Cheryl.
I love a woman with a pencil behind her ear, you know?
Dude, my dad would bring home women that, like, when I would go visit them, would just be that, like, the kind of hair that looks wet but isn't. You know what I'm talking about? Oh. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Where it's like,
it's like crunchy.
Yeah. Yeah. And just like a very light purple lipstick. And just absolutely
Dude,
smoking.
purple lipstick in the 90s is fucking
it was
nuts.
Brutal.
Where did you find a 40-year-old woman who shops at Hot Topic?
Yeah, dude, my dad would fucking hook up with these girls.
Come on, Gare.
And I would go visit him. You know, like it'd be years. I think like after I was 10 years old, it was once every 2. It was once a year, and then it went to 2 years, and then he died. Okay. But that once a year, I would come back, and he'd be like, first time I went, he had a really hot girlfriend named Cheryl. Okay. Next time I go back, there's like Cheryl Ann or something like similar, way worse. And then when I went back, and he was staying with this girl that had kids. This was when I was 12. And the kids liked my dad and hated me because I was
taking attention from them.
Yeah. But she was like one where you're like, oh, this is the final boss of the Cheryl. It's like the Pokemon evolution of Cheryl, where there was like little cute Squirtle, and then it's like the bigger one, and then it's like Cheryl-ton or something. And like, it was crazy. That was like when you're like, maybe don't go get pussy at a bowling alley.
Yeah, maybe.
And then he got Hep C and he died from it.
From that chick?
I think so. Got Hep C and then he just didn't go to a doctor and drank. So you go.
But he knew it?
No.
Or did he found out after he died?
Well, he found out when he got cirrhosis. He was like, how the fuck did I get cirrhosis? And the doctor was like, you have hepatitis C. You shouldn't have been drinking any alcohol. I don't know, though. I don't know if he knew or whatever, because I wasn't talking to him at the time. So I was like, I don't know. But that is bowling alley pussy. It'll get you killed. It'll get you killed.
Yeah.
Art class, I think, is what we're learning.
Art class.
Go to art class.
There's chicks there.
There are.
Now you have the common interest with them.